Hey guys, Thunder E here. I know it's a very different setup, but welcome to my unboxing and very first setup of the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, big shout out to Nintendo of America for sending me the Switch 2 early, and I'm going to unbox this all for you, including the Switch 2, the Switch 2 Pro controller, Mario Kart World, and Nintendo Switch 2 camera. So let's start off with our Nintendo Switch 2. Should I start with the Switch 2 or should I? Yeah, the Switch 2, of course. So what I like about Nintendo's packaging is that you don't need your trusty knife, which I usually use. But I'm gonna open this up and revealing, of course, our new Joy-Cons first. We've got the orange, or you say red and blue Joy-Cons. Here they are. We'll set them aside for a second. Let's take a look at everything in the box. Then, of course, our Switch 2 itself, which is right here. You can see the USB ports, connectors, all that stuff. Boom. Then in here, I think we have health and safety information. We've got HDMI cables whenever we need those. We've got our Switch 2 straps for each Joy-Con to ensure that you don't drop them in any form or fashion. So, here we go. Now they're both color matched, which is nice. Right here, boom, they have them. Set those aside as well as this aside as well. Here is our Joy-Con controller adapter. Now remember, the Joy-Cons are magnetic, so all I have to do is that, which is great. I don't have to slide it anymore. Boom, and you go. Now you can use the Joy-Cons like a regular controller. Very simple to swap, take it out. This button right there, boom, and you're done. Cool. We get that USB cable, Type-C, that's for charging with our power brick. Now this is a 60-watt charger for the Switch. So it takes a 60-watt charger here. Very solid brick, but I'm sure you can swap it out with whatever charger you have that you like. Boom. Now here is our Switch 2 docking station. Nintendo says HDMI here. If we open this up, boom. There we have the AC adapter connector, HDMI out, and of course LAN or Ethernet. Those are the ports there on the side. And then two USB ports, regular to USB on the back side here, if you will. So that's that. Also, it's pretty easy to close. Yeah, there we go. And that is it for the box and packaging. There's nothing else. Okay, let us open up the Switch 2 Pro controller. Now, the Pro controller I think is really improved. From my hands-on of the controller, I thought they did a really good job. I'm gonna set that aside. We've got a USB cable to USB Type-C. This is to probably charge and, update the controller when necessary. That's it in the package. Here is the Pro controller. And here's just a quick look at what the controller looks like. But we'll set that aside. We're gonna look at everything together. And here is our camera. Here is our Switch 2 camera. This is new for Nintendo, having a camera like this. Big ups to them for actually moving up in the times. I know it's something that they're very concerned about security, so I like the fact that there's a camera here. This is a USB Type-C to USB cable, which will connect to your Switch itself. And that's through the Switch docking station. And here's the camera itself. I've got like stuff everywhere, honestly. So here's the camera. This is what it looks like. It tilts up and down. It's got a holder here. At the very bottom, that's the USB Type-C port. You can see Nintendo here written all over. And that's what you have with the camera. Now, finally, Mario Kart World. Yeah. This is where I bring my trusty knife because I never can open this stuff with my hands. I've got almost no fingers, and fingernails, not fingers. I do have fingers. But this is the physical game here. I know there was some talk about the fact that the games still have to be downloaded. We'll see what that looks like. But this is the physical cartridge here. It is red, and you can see it here. It looks like a big SD card in a sense. Mario Kart World, no literature in here at all. empty. So set that aside. Okay, let's bring everything in. Okay, we've got our Switch controller. We've got our Switch 2. Set those aside, we don't need that right now. We've got our Pro controller. We've got the camera. And then we've got our docking station. So we have that all here. And of course, this is our game. So let's start off with the Switch 2. That's what everyone wants to see here. This is the Switch 2. You can see each Joy-Con area is color-coded, the magnetic connections on each side. Plus and minus also says Nintendo as well. Nice touch overall. When we look at the very top side, we have our power button on the far left, volume rocker, vents, USB port here. So they actually 2 USB ports on the console, one on the top, and then a headphone jack. And right here, we have our card slot to actually put our game in here. So boom, that's there. Now at the very bottom is another USB port that will be used with the dock itself. So you can actually put into the dock there. And then we have a kickstand. This is one of the best things I do like with the Switch 2 is that it's got a built-in kickstand, which is nice. And you've got that micro SD card slot. Now this accepts the micro SD card Express. Only one company currently makes that, and that is Lexar. It's sold out, so which is why you will not see it in this video. But that does speeds of 900 megabits per second for, I believe, read speeds, write speeds 600 megabits per second. So that's still really fast for a micro SD card. Cool. So that is the Switch 2 console itself. I do like the fact that you can just place it down like so, and you can start gaming, which is great. So set that aside for a second so we can take a look at our Joy-Cons here. This is on the Joy-Con dock, very simple, straightforward. Just to look at the control buttons and the buttons layout properly, we do have our joysticks here, color-coded. They are not Hall effect sticks, as I've been at least come to realize, but we'll see how well they last. None of my Switches have had any issues in terms of stick drift. Your D-pad here on the left Joy-Con is the arrow signal. You've got this button, you've got your C button, which is your chat button. You've got your home, XYBA, plus and minus, and then you've got your R and L, and then ZR and ZL. And now the buttons behind here are for the release of your Joy-Cons, like so. Very simple, very straightforward. Wow, I almost fudged that one there. So the Joy-Cons, you look at them closer, you see they also have the SR buttons, SR and SL, which when you're playing with friends and you need an extra controller for, say, like a Mario Party, you can definitely use that. It is very hard to use this, but it's also much larger than the original Switch. You can already clearly see that. And attaching this to the Switch 2, boom, so easy. I love that. I love the ease of use right there. I'm gonna set that down. Camera, Switch 2 camera. It's a simple camera. I do like the stand. It tilts back and forth. We'll see how well it does from like my TV to the couch right here, where I'll be testing that out. The dock, we've seen the dock already. There's a USB connector there. We've got 2 USB ports. We've got HDMI, power, and of course LAN ports. So very straightforward for the dock. And then finally, the Pro controller. This, I feel, is updated. It feels really good. It feels comfortable. Material feels almost like a soft silicone. I like the finish. It doesn't really stain too much in terms of like fingerprint magnets or oil. I like that aspect. XYB buttons feel comfortable. The joysticks also feel very nice. D-pad feels much better than that. Chat button, of course, you got your home, you've got your plus minus, you have your R and L buttons, ZR, ZL, and then you've got G buttons. Nintendo with like extra naming for some of their buttons is quite interesting. I wish they just kept like, they just call this SR and SL, which would just be much better. But this is called GR and GL, and a headphone jack at the bottom. So really nice. Honestly, guys, this is probably one of the best feeling controllers I've held in a while. I like the feel of this, and hopefully Nintendo, please make a controller I can use on other systems as well. So that is that, and here is our game. So we're gonna go ahead, we are going to put this down, close this, and then we will insert our cartridge in. Now, which way do we insert it in? This way? No. So at least you can't force it in the wrong way. Boom, close. So it's in. And we are ready to go. All right, fire up the console, hitting the power button, and Nintendo logo comes on. This is such a bigger screen. Look at how massive this display is. I wish I had my regular Switch here. Nintendo Switch 2 logo comes up. And we are at our setup menu. I'm just going to turn the volume down. So you select your language, English or English, UK, Australia, US. I'm going to select, of course, US. Other languages are here. I'm in the Americas. User license, sure. Accept, next. Internet settings. Let's go ahead and search for network. See what we have here. There we go. That is our network. And we're going to put our password in. Touchscreen feels nice, comfortable. We're going to connect to our network. Typing on that keyboard felt pretty straightforward, simple. Good. Connected. Good to go. And of course, we're most likely about to download some data and do some updates. So updates, as you would expect. Where is my location? So I'm going to scroll through New York area. Hit next. The system can stand in an angle. If you're going to do that, use the top USB port while using the stand. Okay. Quick release of how to remove the Joy-Cons. Some more instructions for you there. Okay. Let's see. I guess he wants us to actually do that. So, boom. That's done. And then that's done. Okay. Now I'm just gonna place it down this way so you guys can see. There we go. All right, hit the A button, connect to TV later, view attachment scripts, skip that, and choose a style that you want to play. It's gonna start downloading. Update is done, and now I'm just gonna connect this back. One console in one piece. Do we do a system transfer or not? We're not doing one, so go ahead and do that. And let's add a user. Let's see, next. Sign into my Nintendo account. Boom. And we should be in. Yeah, there you go, we're in. Signed in, okay. Added. Skip adding extra users. No parental controls. Insert SD card, which I do not have. You can use either the micro SD card Express or the EX. Skip, and setup is complete. Now let's go ahead and play some Mario Kart. All right. Okay, just a quick tour of the console itself. So we've got a updated menu system. Of course, we have our games here at the top. So whatever games you either have in here or as a physical game or downloaded will be up here. Right below, Nintendo Switch Online, game chat, a news, e-store, album, game share, which I would love to try, controllers, add in your controllers, virtual games, system settings, and power, sleep mode. So in the system settings, this kind of looks very familiar here. Screen brightness, Bluetooth, data management, users, system memory is 232 gigabytes. You can expand that, of course, as you know, and also shows how you can move from your SD card as well. Controllers, display, amiibos, themes, all that fun stuff is there. And then system update. Just check again just to see. Might be another system update, but there is none. All right, let us head to Mario Kart. So while we're here, let's see if we can start playing or if we actually have to download the game. All right, boom. And we are in. It seems like we don't have to do anything. I don't think this is enough time for it to actually download a game. So I'll do a separate video on Mario Kart World itself. I'll have that on my gaming channel, Board Gamers, so you guys can check it out. Press the 2 to start. Okay, we have single player, multiplayer, online, wireless. We go into single player, Grand Tour, Knockout Tour. Knockout Tour is so much fun. Time trials versus race, multiplayer, or online as well. In race, Knockout Tour, battle with friends, whatever you want to do. Up to 24 people. Let's see if there's anybody online. Make it simple. Let's see the characters. Oh, we got a whole host of characters here. A few more that we can get. Does that look like Mickey? Nah, it's not, but let's see. All right, I'll just keep it simple. Go with Mario. I'll do the rally car. So while we're waiting for anyone, you can drive around the world itself, explore. Just fun. Just waiting for people to join race, which of course there will not be a lot of people, but just wanted to show you what the whole world looks like. And I don't have to drive on the road. I can drive in here. I'm driving like a maniac. Okay. Let's quit. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no, people are joining. Okay. Oh, come on. No. No, get in there, people. Get in. Get in. Let's see. Let's see if we can actually get a race. Okay, looks like we might have enough people. I'm gonna do DK Pass as my selection. Oh, looks like everybody picked that. Okay, so most people picked DK Pass, and we are about to race. Come on, come on. One more person. Okay, go ahead and pick. There we go. No, really? Oh, come on. What are the odds of it not being DK Pass after all that? So we don't have 24 people, but we have a good sizable amount, and we're going to play 24 people online. So I'm ready online. I'm gaming. You can see how easy it is to set up the Switch too, but let's go. It's okay. I'm fine being last, 14th. Of course. Now you can collect coins while racing. They do help. I just can't remember what's for, so we'll see. There we go. Ah, try to get me with that, huh? Okie dokie. See what we got here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that was close. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, God, this is getting aggressive. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. It's such a tight race. Oh, man. Ooh. Okay, okay, we're seventh. We're going. It is nuts. Okay. We got this. We got this, people. Oh, there we go. Giant Mario. Keep driving. Second. Whew. Yes. Yep. So that is the Nintendo Switch 2. That is Mario Kart World. I will be getting more games, playing more games, so you guys can check that out. But this was a lot of fun, and I will set it up on the TV. You see all that in other videos. So if you like this video, want to see more about the Nintendo Switch 2, let me know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment. Back to gaming. Seriously. Bye, guys. I need to play.